What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Bryant32Game and I hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome to episode 2 of Surviving in the Prem with a 1-star team. Well, technically it's a 0-star team, but you know, mistakes happen. So guys, in the last episode we actually played the game against Crystal Palace and we got to beat 3-0, but on my Portsmouth career mode that is currently on YouTube. If you want to go and check that out, that will be in the description. I actually saved my Portsmouth career mode over my experiment career mode, which is this career mode, Surviving in the Prem, with a 1-star team, which isn't really a 1-star team, but it's a 1-star team. Whatever, I'll call it that. So I simmed it, and I wanted to play the first game just to see how it was, and so yeah, we got beat, as you can see, we got beat quite comfortably off the Palace. We got beat 6-1 away from home, and I went ahead and simmed in the Newcastle game. We got beat 1-0 in that match, and I also simmed the game against, it's not really about the cup competition, so I'm not personally too bothered about it, but as if you're curious, a curiosity kind of thing, then I will show you guys that. And I went and simmed the Southampton game as well, and we got beat 3-0 in that game quite comfortably. And what I'll do, I'll show you squad reports at the start of each episode and at the end of each episode. So at the end of the month, at the start of the month and the end of the month. And I'll just be simming the game. So this month we'll be playing West Ham, Leicester, Burnley and Tottenham. So it should be interesting. We will be playing a top side team for the first time in this series, and the worry I've got is I might get sacked, but we're just going to need to see how that pans out. So yeah guys, let's take a look at the squad. So yeah guys, before we take a look at the squad report, I'm just showing you the players that I'll be training up the majority of this season. It will be Baker the goalkeeper, the striker Cox, Roberts CDM, Morgan centre back and Murphy. I feel like it's very important to train up the kind of positions. Goalkeeper, you need a good goalkeeper, you need a good striker, and you need 2 solid centre halves, and I just decided to choose a CDM. I could have chosen a winger, could have chosen a cam, centre mid, full back, excuse me, but I decided to choose a CDM. So yeah, I won't show you every training report, but I'm just showing you the first one. So yeah, and obviously they guys will progress a lot more than the rest of the players. I'll show you how. This is the squad report, and if you want to pause at any point, feel free. I honestly don't mind it. I wasn't sure on what actual section to do, so I decided to go with well, it's not a pie chart, but it's a wee circle thing. It tells you like that one, whatever you want to call it, a wee pizza, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'll quickly fire through that. So as you can see, Marcus Harrison hasn't went up. Cameron Carter's went up by 2. Billy Evans has went up by 2. Aidan Morris has went up by 2. Taylor Hughes has went up by 3. Cameron Evans has went up by 3. Mason Wright has went up by 3. Sam Bell's went up by 3. Cameron Carter's went up by 3. Archie Bell's went up by 3. 4. Marcus Ed Harris has went up by 4. Mason Harris has went up by 4. Morgan Roberts has went up by 4. Cox has went up by 4. Murphy's went up by 4. Morgan's went up by 4. Honestly, I can't really see that too well. He's went up by 9. Sorry. Sorry. Just when I'm recording that, I can't really see it too well. I should kind of like write it down and then in future I will do that. So apologies for that. So yeah guys, let's get straight into the first game of the season, which will be against West Ham. Well, I fucked that one up, didn't I? So yeah guys, we're going to the first game. You can take a look at their record here: 1 loss, 1 win, and 1 draw so far this season. Yeah, take a look at this game. Early in the game, IU actually takes the lead. So yeah, not the greatest of starts to the game, but what can you expect? We are Lincoln City. We have literally no ratings. The team is rated 0, so what can you say, as a team anyway. And then they scored the second goal, and then unfortunately I think the third goal is via penalty. Yeah, it's via a penalty from Bennett, I think it is. So yeah, full time finishes 4-0, and well, no surprise really. That was in the script, wasn't it? It was just, you know, we were against the odds. In the second game of the episode, we are playing Leicester City, so if we're going to win any game or get a point from any game, it's going to be this game, because we're both joint bottom in the league with 0 points. So yeah, first 15 minutes it does remain 0-0, which is always a good sign. But unfortunately, 2 minutes gone, and Barnes, I think it is, goes in front. And of course, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see the scores there. Maybe the teams lower and about us. Hopefully, they're not winning games or drawing games. And yeah, they do double their league. I think it's through Faraday, and then Okazaki gets on the score sheet as well, and it does finish 3-0. And yet again, yeah, it's going to be tough. Are we going to finish the season with 0 points? We're just going to need to wait and see. Hopefully we're going to pick up points before we do get the boot, because we do not want that to happen, do we now? So yeah guys, we're going to the game against Burnley, of course. You just take a wee look at the league table there. We are on 0 points after 5 games played, and also our manager ratings extremely decreased to 52. We're just hoping we can pick up a result before it gets too late and there is a performance review. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Yeah, so early in the game, it's still 0-0, and we're just hoping for the best here. And unfortunately, Hendricks crushes our dreams by getting that first goal, and then they get the second goal. And guess what? We've scored. There we go. Our first goal of the season. Yeah, we may be losing 4-1, but you know what? That we're on course for one of the heaviest defeats of the season. But that is progress. Scoring defensively awful, but you know what? If we're scoring goals, then it's all good. But if we're getting beat 6-1 every week, then yeah, that doesn't really work, does it? We need to be winning 7-6 every week, but we don't really have the players for that. If you haven't noticed, these guys are just ordinary guys who live in the town of Lincoln. They don't actually play football. I was trying to say they were just normal blokes off the town of Lincoln, but Anyway, so you guys, we go into the final game of the episode. We come up against Tottenham. The first time we came up against a top 6 side, of course, runners-up of the Premier League last year, historically, and Kane, unsurprisingly, actually puts Tottenham in the lead, and then Cox gets his first goal of the season and Lincoln's second goal of the season, which is always good to hear. But unfortunately, Ericsson actually gets onto the scoreline, on the score sheet even, to put Tottenham Hotspur 2-1 up, and we were hoping for our first point of the season, just anything, but unfortunately, he doubles his goal tally for the match, and he wins the game. He seals the points for Tottenham. And you know what, looking at the bigger picture, that wasn't too bad of a result, because at the end of the day, we've had worse defeats. We got beat, I think it was 6-1 off of Burnley, we beat off 6-1 off Crystal Palace at the start of the season, so it's not too bad result. Guys, a quick channel update. I'm going to be uploading my experiment videos every Wednesday, so this is going to be my schedule, and I'll be uploading my Portsmouth career mode on a Monday and Friday. And I'll be streaming on a Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to see some career mode streaming, make sure to check out the description and hit that follow button if you want to be notified, or via your phone if you have Twitch on your phone, and via email for every time I stream. I'll mostly be career mode for just a quick channel update if you're interested in that. So yeah, that's that. That was a channel update, just to update you on that. Really, I might make a separate video on it, I might not, just so if those who are interested can check it out. But yeah, we receive a very uncomfortable email. An email I didn't want to open. Of course, this is our first manager job. We're young, you know what I mean. We are still a young manager, and we have taken this job on the hope that we would revitalise Lincoln's hopes, Lincoln's dreams of winning the Premier League one day. But unfortunately, we received an email saying there's going to be a performance review meeting scheduled from the board of directors. I'm sorry, I feel always needs to. So a performance review meeting scheduled. So that obviously means they're going to sit down, they're going to have a meeting about whether I should be sacked or what's best for the club. Best for the club, you know what? Keep me in charge. I will get you relegated. What better advertisement than that? You know. As promised, there will be a squad report, and this time I just won't talk over it. I'll just let you kind of look at it yourselves. But yeah, and as you notice, the top 5 players' ratings who will rapidly go up will be Baker, Murphy, Morgan, Cox and Roberts, because they're all on training, of course, so they're going to go up the most. And obviously a couple of these other players have went up, but some of them aren't getting as much game time as others. I'm trying to rotate as much as possible, but it's proving quite difficult, to say the least. So yeah, I'm trying my best, but it is what it is. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and if you are, or this video, and if you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button for weekly FIFA content, weekly experiment videos, and if you have any suggestions or any feedback any feedback at all, make sure you put them in the comments so I can read them. I'll reply to them. You can tweet me, you can follow me on Twitch as well. I'm streaming there on Tuesday and Thursdays. And you guys, thanks for joining me today, and I hope you have a terrific day. Peace.